to the CS Camp. Hey, where we do a little storytelling, mix a little poetry, and seduce your mind. Welcome back. Watch what you say around the children. And I would dish you out with a little piece I like to call tape recorder. The weight of the world is on the tip of your tongue, as the minions tiptoe behind to record you. So watch what you say, because there's no rewinds when the cerebrum turns the mic on. See, oftentimes the pain you feel becomes the declaration your seed spits out at the other parent. A declaration of no independence, because the emancipation of the mind was never proclaimed, bowing truths over Bibles. We feed in lies, like feeding in lines to hook a fish. If the fish know where the hook is, you won't catch it. That's why it took forever to find Dory. We train the child to approach the father in the same way you approach the marriage, and they cannot come back from that. See, children have to play devil's advocate for the fool, taking off their shoes to wear your shoes that never fit. I'm sick of it. Why should a 10-year-old boy have to play your spouse while taking off his bully for wearing light-up shoes, because when he opens the door to the house, he has to turn his emotions off, trying to straighten up his face, because a boy ain't supposed to cry, but he never learned to cry to his lady, because you told him to silence the tears. The house where you're zoned at ain't nothing but a mobile funeral home residing on top of graveyards where victims never have a say. Soak up your reactions like SpongeBob to water. The tape recorder is always on. See, they identify tones even when you're tone deaf. Even the psychiatrists couldn't fix the flaws. 157 slits of emotional trauma that they're too afraid to release. If the tape recorder replayed your shit, you'd be on suicide watch for eternity. Let me start it off. The prodigal son walked out on a prophecy but came back. But see, your mind was high on emotional cocaine that to hot mic their flaws was like the next hit. Stop it. See, you were like the other brother, mad at the father because you've been there the whole time raising the child. See, you raised him out of obligation, not love. Mad because your child gave them second chances when you were the good parent. Grooming children to see it like you saw the rain, but they rather play in water than feel that it stopped the day from prospering. Conversations with our children are biased. We'd rather the behavior mimic me than to show an agape kind of love that can never be taught. Children are stifled in a room of Websters that siphon out the truth from their eyes so they can see the world how you see it on a quarter till empty. Tell me why young girls have to go through millions of rehearsals on why your marriage went wrong, as if marriage and parenthood wore the same size shoe. They audition for roles older than their birth certificates, making fake IDs for no purpose than to be who you used to be. Free. See, 3 children raised in the same household live fraternal lives. See, each year, the mic is on, recording layers you used to be, but you cannot recollect. They fed off your pain like leeches to fresh blood, hoping you wouldn't bleed out, but you bled internally. Passing down generational curses as hereditary traits. See, my mama used to, but my grandma survived. But your learned behavior shouldn't have had to cut through placentas to enter their lives. Fix your shit! We are sleepwalking in realities we should have walked out on, vowing never to come home to what choked you. See, parents got too comfortable in podcasting their traumas instead of confronting them. We teach our kids how to emotionally survive, but like sandy cheeks, they cannot survive in water without helmets that cover them from speaking out. See, we've set our kids up for drowning because we ourselves cannot swim. You don't understand. We've set our kids up to fail emotionally because we ourselves cannot navigate our emotions when there are no lifeguards. How do you plan to be emotionally secure? See, we've buried generations of unresolved trauma, walked into boardrooms and greeted patrons with a smile. Cry, damn it. Let that shit out. I'm tired of hurting people like airborne diseases to isolated humans, knowing we could have took penicillin but took Tylenol instead. Ginger ale ain't ever cured an STD, so tell me why your children's supposed to cure your toxicity. Parents been on emotional life support while children signing John Hancocks to pull the plug. And we never take the time to see from their point of view. Raising children ain't easy. See, children can't heal the womb and be birthed too. The canal is only an exit, not an entrance. Minds cannot carry the traumas of your mama, your family, your body count gave you. So they skip town, running away from instability, running towards instability that looked like familiarity because they couldn't read the compass that told them to go north and they went south. Often building walls to keep your trauma out, yet concreting the level of ties, waiting to baptize them into new covenants. Keep your mouth off that. Barren is the child who could not form life because the roots arsenic. Heavy are the feet that run from the whips coming from your lips. Dry are the tears that could no longer wet the eyes, so although they cried, only the sound of loose air survived. Anxious are the minds that have no direction, fixated on your scenarios that they could not formulate their own. Your words are the teachers for 18 years, and yet they remain in short supply. Your hands are the protectors that often seem like handcuffs, because to think for themselves you feared would turn against you. Our children are healing from traumas that attached to the birth canal, but wasn't theirs. Words that should plant seeds on good soil often planted on weeds because we don't want to shake trees to break free. We don't want to break branches to loosen nooses that tried to kill us. The tape recorder stays on. An announcement to those who cannot set their traumas free. The mic is always on. Watch where you plant your seed. Thanks for tuning in to the CS Cafe. Did we ride your mind tonight? Did you feel good? Tune in next time because you don't wanna miss this.